Ano ba talaga ipagpapatayan natin dito? We will offer our lives, including the lives of our children, and to die for it, for something that is not even within our EEZ. Ang gawin natin po para madali, i-give up natin yung KIG. Then, mako-coordinate na natin lahat. But until and unless nandun yung KIG, wala nga po nasa labas po ng ating exclusive economic zone. Paano po malalagay sa entire West Philippine Sea?
Magkaisa tayong labanan ang fake.
Also, res nullius, alam mo rin, di ba?
Sir.
Ito yung Latin word, literally, which literally means belonging to no one, di ba? Tapos, pero sa batas, kung sino una nakadiscover at nag-occupy, yun ang inasyon na may mag-ari, di ba? So, yung Spratlys Island, di ba si Tomas Cloma yung nakadiscover nito? Tapos inoccupy niya. And this was formalized by the former president, the late President Marcos Sr., by way of a presidential decree. I think PD 1978, 1596, no? Na kasi tinurn over na ni Tomas Cloma yung ownership sa Philippine government, no? Although ang nag-govern pa rin yung international law, di ba? This was made formal by the arbitral ruling, di ba? So atin yung Kalayaan Island Group. And Pag-asa Island is a barangay of the Kalayaan Island Group Municipality of Palawan, the province of Palawan. This is the only inhabited barangay in the Kalayaan Island Group, and it is ours.
Magkaisa tayong labanan ang fake.
Alam mo, si Marcoleta was a congressman when Republic Act 9522 was approved. And he was also, I think, in Congress when the Maritime Zones Act was approved. Under these two laws, klarong-klaro, we have the archipelagic baselines under Republic Act 9522. Andun yung coordinates ng ating baselines. Under UNCLOS, from those baselines, you just measure 200 nautical miles. Then you know the exclusive economic zone. Kasi alam mo na yung baseline eh. Ang importante dyan, alam mo yung baseline. So you can do that by satellite technology, GPS, makuha mo kaagad kung saan yung 200 nautical miles. Yung mga bansa naman, the coastal countries of the world did not, there are some who have fixed their coordinates, the limits of their 200 nautical mile, pero madami hindi. Tayo, we have already fixed the coordinates of our baselines. That is sufficient. In fact, more than sufficient yan dahil under UNCLOS, you don't have to make any proclamation, any legal act so that you can claim your territorial sea and your exclusive economic zone. The law, the UNCLOS gives that to you already.
Yeah.
You don't have to do any formal act. Nakalagay doon. There is no need for any formal act or formal proclamation to have your legal rights to your continental shelf and your territorial sea. Because that is already in the law. Mechanical na lang yung measurement. Doon sa measurement, linagay na nga natin yung archipelagic baselines. Alam mo na yung coordinates. So from that, you can measure the 200 nautical miles. Yung China, yung 9-dash line, walang coordinates yan. Walang coordinates. Babago sila kung saan nila nilalagay yung lumalaki pa nga. They added the 10th dash. Sasabihin niya, dapat tayo may coordinates, yung China wala. And first of all, we already have our archipelagic baselines with the coordinates. That's more than what the UNCLOS requires. In fact, like UNCLOS says automatic yan. Inherent. You have the inherent right to your continental shelf because you are a coastal state. Because if you have a land, yung maritime zone mo, territorial sea and exclusive economic zones, that is just an accessory, ang tawag niyan. Automatically, you have a territorial sea once you have an island. So, if you have an island that's habitable, meron ka ng EEZ automatically.
Baka
You
po
don't have to pass a law. You don't have to pass a law to be entitled to your EEZ. That is your inherent right as a coastal state. Yan ang nakalagay sa UNCLOS. So yung sinasabi ni Marcoleta na wala pa kasi wala tayong batas, mali yun. He's trying to deny what international law has given us already. Pero yung China, yung beloved China niya, yung 9-9, walang coordinates yun hanggang ngayon.
Magkaisa tayong labanan ang fake.
Kasi yung batas po natin at yung ating administrative issuance na nangyari sa mga nakarang araw at yung mga ginawa nating batas kamakailan lang, hindi ko nagkakamali 2024, hindi po consistent talaga eh. Lilitaw po meron tayong mga bansa, meron po tayong mga features na inoccupy natin. Labas po sa ating exclusive economic zone. Ipakikita po natin yon. Kasi kung wala tayong masusing pag-aaral, nababanggit ko nga po kung minsan, Mr. President, hanggang ngayon, wala po talagang malinaw na coordinates kung ano ba talaga ang pinaka-area ng ating West Philippine Sea o Exclusive Economic Zone. Siguro magsimula po tayo doon kasi yung iba, misinformation na po yung lumalabas eh. Napaka-komplikado po nito kung pag-uusapan po natin yung mga features na yan at kung ang magiging centerpiece po ng ating foreign policy, ipag-awayin na lang natin ang mga bato sa South China Sea. Palagay ko po nalilihis po tayo. May malaki po sigurong mga dapat pag-usapan at napakalaki ng China, napakamayaman ng ekonomiya ng bansa na pwede po natin sigurong maging siguro kakampi sa mga darating pong mga panahon kung maisasantabi po natin ang mga sigalot na namamayani sa ating bansa. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President. Maraming salamat po sa ating Senator Risa sa pagkakataong binigay po sa inyong lingkod. Salamat po.
Magkaisa tayong labanan ang fake.
Salamat po Mr. President at sa mabuting Ginoo mula sa Pampanga and Tarlac. Pwede ba nating maging kakapi ang China? In principle, bakit hindi? Pero pwede ba nating maging kakampi ang China kung ipagpapatuloy niya ang pinaggagawan niya sa ating karagatan, sa internet, at nagsimula na siya, laban na sa mga opisyal ng ating gobyerno, both sa executive at sa legislature. Wala akong maalalang previous incident, Mr. President, na kahit sinong ambassador ng ibang bansa dito sa Pilipinas ay nag-post sa embassy page nila ng ganyang banta ng kanilang spokesperson ng Chinese Foreign Ministry laban sa mga opisyal natin na nagsasalita lamang para sa pambansang interes. Pati kay Senator Erwin, meron na po silang post na Mr. Senator. Bukod kina Commodore Tariela, Senator Kiko, Representatives Chel at Laila, at sa akin din po. Pwedeng maging kakampi kapag itinigil yung ganyang mga gawi ng isang hindi kakampi. Mga gawi ng isang hindi kaibigan, pwedeng maging kakampi. Hindi simpleng isa-isang tabi yung sigalot na sabi nila tayo ang may kagagawan, na kapag nagreklamo tayo, tumutol tayo sa kanilang maling gawi sa ating Navy, Coast Guard, mangingisda, bayan, sasabihin nila, masyado naman kayo isa-isang tabi niyo yan. Hindi po. Yan ang gustong mangyari ng isang bully tulad ng gobyerno ng China na hindi sila maging accountable sa ginagawa nila sa atin at simpleng iaatras natin ang ating pagreklamo. Wala pong bully, whether sa playground o sa rehiyon o sa mundo, na nagrespeto sa binubuli niya, liban kung tumindig ang binubuli niya. At yan po ang ginagawa ng ating bayan, yan po ang ginagawa ng ating mga opisyal na ngayon nilalait-lait po ng Chinese government at ng embahada pa nila dito. Taliwas po sa mga obligasyon nila sa ilalim ng Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. And again, Mr. President, in closing, I would like to take strong exception. Hindi po patutsada. Hindi po patutsada ang ginagawa ni Commodore Tariela. Hindi po patutsada ang ginagawa ni na Senator Kiko, Senator Erwin, Representative Chel, Representative Laila, ako at dumadami pang mga Pilipino. Hindi po patutsada lang yan, Mr. President. Yan po ay seryoso at marubdob at sa kaso ni Commodore Tariela matagal nang pagtutol sa maling pagtrato sa atin ng ibang gobyerno at pagtaguyod po sa interes ng ating bayan.
Magkaisa tayong labanan, ang fake.
If you do not like how democracy works in this country, then you are free to leave the Philippines. Get the out. Mr. President, kung hindi nila gusto kung paano gumagana ang demokrasya sa ating bansa, malinaw po ang sagot. Layas. This is our house. Hindi sila ang boss natin at tayo ay mga tau-tauhan lang nila. To the Chinese embassy officials, you do not have the moral authority to lecture Filipinos about freedom of speech. Because freedom of speech does not exist in your country. It is not practiced. It is not protected. It is punished. So do not export censorship to a nation that fought, bled, and died to be free. And another recent statement coming from the Chinese government threatening our officials of, quote, paying the price for making provocations and confusing right from wrong, unquote, pertaining to our claims at the West Philippine Sea. What is truly unacceptable is a foreign government acting as if it can police Filipino speech, intimidate Filipino officials, or shame Filipino into silence.
Thank you for watching. See you on my next video.